What's up, YouTube? Doing another car video. I think the last video I had a 90 LTD. That was pretty clean. That's gone. My 88's gone. I pretty much got rid of all that. Even the 58 Plymouth, it's gone. So now I have my 74 Charger still. And this is the new daily driver. It is a 1996 Chevy Caprice 9C1 from Louisiana. Now it came to Florida to retire, and it's got the LT1 in it. The kicker with this one, when I bought it, was the engine was rebuilt. The original engine was rebuilt. So this car, when I got it, like a month ago, only had 100 miles. The engine wasn't even broken in yet. So right now, I just today hit 3,100 miles on this car, but it is in great shape. I am not selling this one. I added beauty rings. That's really the only thing I did, was add beauty rings to it. A factory black car with all the chrome. I peeled the chrome trim that was on the bumpers because it was peeling and looked really bad, but I know that some PDs, especially up in like New York and stuff, they had gray stuff. They had the gray filler like that. It just looked like that. That's what it looks like underneath. It actually doesn't look bad. So any of you guys who have Caprices, it's just like flat gray, kind of like Dodge's like gray color. But this thing is sweet. It drives really well. It's the new daily, like I said. Blue interior, blue vinyl seats, but the previous owner put blue seat covers on it, and I like them. They look like they're straight out of the 90s, and I love that. Blue interior, came with the dash mat, came with the steering wheel cover, but this thing is an excellent car. I love this thing like to death. Spotlight works, obviously, but look. This thing's clean, man. And I'm doing this video because there's not a lot of videos of 9C1s. I mean, you've got, you know, the occasional ones, but I've never really seen another clean one. I've been digging. Florida is not a place for 9C1s to retire. There are definitely a lot more Crown Vics in Florida, but most of them are trash. Mine was nice. Show you under the hood. I just got done putting the police hoses all back on. When I got it from the previous owner, he had a mixture of hoses. They took them off. I don't know why. But I found some sets, and I modified a few to get them to work, like the ones in the firewall back there. But now I have a full set of police hoses, the garden hoses. I mean, it's a clean engine, clean car. Door jambs are clean. It was repainted in 2007, I think. I'll show you the trunk. Everything works on it, except for my cruise control. That's the only spot that's bad on the headliner. It's just right there. The rest of the headliner looks great. It's got a ticket light. It's got the certified dash for it being a police car. Basic radio. Big old trunk. Got a bunch of extra hoses. Just all around good car. Where is it on here? LT1 is right there. And let's see, where's 9C1? I can't see it. There it is, right there. 9C1. So, true cop car. It's one of the first things I looked for when I went to go look at this car. I wanted to make sure it was a real police interceptor. I just got done washing it. There's a lot of little swirls in there. I gotta clean them out, but just got done washing it because I went out to a Mopar event and there was mud everywhere on it. But yeah, this is my 9C1 Chevy Caprice. I'm trying to keep that as long as I can. That was the staff parking in Louisiana when it was in service. This was a supervisor's car, so it had no lights, no sirens, and no antennas of any kind. This is a solid car. So here, I'll fire it up for you. So you can hear how quiet it is.
Bank number FDIC.
The car itself has 155,552. The engine was rebuilt, like I said, and that 29.7 is 3,129 miles on this car. Quiet as hell. The only problem I'm having right now, and I think it's with a lot of them, when you don't have your AC on and you're just driving with your windows down or something, and you're stuck in stop and go traffic, this car temperature gauge will slowly creep up to the middle or past the middle, a little past the middle. I used a one of those thermometer gun things and used it on there, and I mean the engine was reaching about 200 degrees, I think. But I heard that, you know, around 230, that's when those extra fans will kick on, because this has the electric fans. It's not the actual like fan by a camshaft. But yeah, this is my new car. I don't have a Ford anymore. I had 2 LTDs, and I had the 07 Crown Vic that I didn't end up posting, but I had that one for 2 years, and I mean, that was a good car. I restored it. It was in immaculate condition, 07. But I seen this and I was like, I'd rather have this as a daily, because I'm more used to the 90s era of vehicles, the big boat vehicles that drive like Cadillacs, and you know, a modern Crown Vic, that's as close as you're going to get to a newer car driving somewhat like a 90s vehicle, and that was probably the most reliable car I've ever had. But this is cooler. So that's my Caprice, and eventually I'm gonna have to make a video. I got my 74 Rally, pretty much all stock. I'll do a video eventually on it. But I settled on getting this, and what made me want one of these is my dad's got a 94 SS Impala that's just as in good a condition, if not better, than my Caprice. And driving that thing around just made me want a B-body Chevy. And hell, I happened upon this one. Probably paid too much for it, but you know, it's a passion. So yeah, that's my Chevy Caprice. Let me know in the comments how you guys like this. Do you prefer an LTD? Do you prefer a 9C1? See, I'm a Ford guy, and all my Ford guys were like, what the hell, why are you going to a Chevy? I don't car discriminate unless it's a Prius. So I mean, that's that. I love these things. I grew up in that era, so that's a true cop car right there, next to LTDs and Crown Vics. You can't beat a Crown Vic, obviously. That was the best cop car in the world. But this was the car that made the Crown Vics so well. This was the reason that Ford made the Crown Vics as good as they did, because of this car right here. So yeah, that's about it. So see ya.